Spotify. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club that YouTube's been listening to for the last.
They've been listening to us just like thumbing our dicks for an hour,
Yeah.
trying to figure things out.
Fumbling around with TikTok shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That's how much it costs to get a kiss from me. We're on Cash App.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm a cheap slut, dude.
What a whore.
Course. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well,
sort of.
it's been a week and a half for the YouTube audience
Yeah,
because we did a little shorty Sunday before last.
a quickie, but
That's
if
not,
I'm being completely honest, I was having a panic attack.
yeah,
during that
you were struggling. It was rough.
I don't know what was going on with me, but I was like, I can't keep doing this.
That's fine.
So
We hung out like an hour, 2 hours after that and chit chatted. It was great.
I went out in your kitchen and farted, and I felt like 300 times better. So
I'm gonna turn that fan on real quick.
yeah, do that before we start melting. We're notifying viewers. Okay, cool. Fucking A.
My pyromaniac child likes to keep the fan off so he can come in here and play with the candle.
What was that show in the 80s? Firestarter?
Yeah.
The chick, that little girl that can like catch people on fire.
Yeah,
with
that
mine?
was Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's how I went down a Drew Barrymore rabbit hole. Like, I never knew that she like got put in a crazy house when she was like 13.
Oh yeah, she was, and like rehab too, right?
Yeah, rehab, 13. Nobody in Hollywood wanted to mess with her, and Adam Sandler was like, I'll
mess with you.
put you in a movie. And then they made The Wedding Singer, the best movie ever made.
That's a fantastic movie.
Guys, not out. It's my favorite quote of that whole movie.
Not enough Espanol to not offend somebody. So
Espanol. Yeah. Not a good, not the best. Not the best Espanol. But yeah, I almost died in our little break.
yeah, so like I was fighting something off when we did that Sunday afternoon one.
Yes.
And it had me for about 3 or 4 days. My kid had it worse than I did.
Yeah.
And then like the next week, you got
That Thursday,
hammered with it. Yeah.
that Thursday, I started running fever, and by Friday night, I was running over 102 fever.
Yeah.
And I was having like crazy, like straight up hallucination, trip out fever dreams. I kept dreaming that like my body was a factory, and I was one of the workers inside my body, but it was also like me multiplied. Like
Yeah.
it was just, if you can even imagine a crew of me trying to figure out a problem, and like I was like, he's got to wake up because his, this, that, and the other. And it's like, if you wake him up, he's gonna be miserable. And I was like, da 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 da. And then I'd like come to, and I'm like, fuck.
What was that movie?
Osmosis Jones.
Well, that one, but there was another movie way back in the day where they shrunk those people down in a capsule and injected them in that person's body. It's like the mid 80s.
Yeah, Odyssey. I know what you're talking about. And then he gets into his girl's body and he finds out she's pregnant.
Yeah.
What is that movie called?
I don't know.
It's something like Inter Odyssey, something like that.
Here, I'll Google.
Yeah, we have Google. We can just Google things. Yeah, I had a terrible fever, and then
I had to go to South Carolina or North Carolina for work.
Did you take your shirt off and throw it like a helicopter?
What?
Can I get ice cream?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Dad.
No, I had it booked out for like 3 days, and I was done with the job that I went there to do
Right.
in exactly 4 hours.
I'm gonna move the phone over just a hair so I can see your face
Yeah,
too.
they don't need to see my face.
Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Big kisses for everybody. Make sure you do like whatever you need to do to keep
Inner space.
Inner space.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Dennis Quaid.
Yes. That, yeah. And then the Magic School Bus totally ripped him off.
Yep.
Miss Frizzle, man, like, what a wild card of a woman. So, I'm trying to think what the Spotify listeners had, like, feels like it's been forever, so.
Well, I don't know. I didn't get any like hate messages or.
I don't know. I've only, the people have told me, like, are y'all not doing it anymore? It's like, it's been fucking a week, dude.
Yeah,
Chill
it's
out.
fine. It's also like the first week of summer for a lot of people, so
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are busy with like adjusting to the fact that they now have their children again.
Yes.
So that's happening.
Children. Yeah.
Are yours out of school already?
They had their ceremony thing last Friday.
Okay.
Before we went to the Ollie show.
So mine got out Thursday.
Yeah. Their school is so freaking weird. They do like a award ceremony for the entire school.
We're getting some chitty chatter on the TikToky.
I don't know. There's just saying join.
Oh.
I can't read that far, so this is going to be really hard. But they have their award ceremony, and like they do the entire school. To be fair, is like only fucking 40 kids, you know.
Right.
But it's so long. And for some reason they all have to sing certain songs. And I hate it.
So they did 2 songs for their kindergarten. They had so many kindergartners this year that they had to split the graduation up into 2 days. Like this is going to be one of the like
Part one.
Jameson's 6th grade class
Yeah.
is the biggest 6th grade class they've had. And I think his kindergarten class is the biggest kindergarten class they've had.
A lot of fornicating going on, dude.
A lot of fucking.
A lot of Yeah. It was cool. After we went to the award ceremony, I took the kids to the Ollie show, and like that was their first like real show.
Yeah.
Like they've been to like some of like earlier shows I've done in the past, like just when I filled in for guitar, but they were so little and it was so like blah, you know.
It's different too, like when they're there to watch you or when you're just there with them to enjoy the thing.
Yeah. So their first show after they left their Christian private school award ceremony was a black metal show. That was dope. But that show was, man, that was awesome.
That was a pretty good show, yeah.
It did my little black heart good seeing all those good boys.
McCade made a friend with another kid that was there, and they just roughhoused all night long. It was fantastic.
It's good for them.
Yeah.
It's like my son, he makes friends with everybody, and I'm like,
absolutely,
and I'm like, yeah, fucking do it to it, Lars.
So I went next door to Old Horse to take McKay to the bathroom at one point in time, and they still had all the bubbles from the block party right there by the front door. And like most of the containers are either empty or almost empty.
Well, they all leaked because they left one in my car.
Yeah.
The kids did, and it leaked everywhere.
So he got one that was almost full, and I found another one that had a little bit in it, and filled like topped his off. And then he was like, "Can I take Cash one too? Because he's my best friend."
He's my best friend.
And then Cash left it there.
Yeah.
So McCade gave it to the other kid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cash got replaced.
Yeah.
No longer his best friend.
No, he wasn't there.
Yeah. No, it was neat. I wish we would have stayed longer. Kind of, I guess we could have, but it was like one of those things. Like their mom's like, "Are you going to swing by?" And because Carrington's dog was at her mom's house, and like when she comes over to my house, she brings the dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm planning on being out late," and she's like, "You have the kids out that late?" I was like, yeah. But she's like, "All right, well."
We got home at like 11:40.
Yeah. So I just made the call, and we went and got their stuff.
Outside chance I'm also a terrible father, so who knows?
No, man. No, like all of my good memories I have with like my parents is when I got to do like fun activities with them. Like we come home late. Like, we stayed out with their friends.
Yeah.
Like granted, they were probably just like, I got to bring this with me, but also I want to get tore up. So I can remember, I have vivid memories of my mom and dad being at their friend's house all the way in Pritchett.
Right.
We lived in
having to drive all over
Pittsburgh. And they were both like geetered out, goobered up, and they're like laughing. And my dad's like, "Watch this," and like drunk. I remember this, like, I remember it vividly. I can remember there was like headlights behind us, and my dad's like, "Everyone act cool." And we're like,
it was a cop.
The fuck, man?
Yeah. Like, Dad, I'm 7. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Hell, I was 18, and it was like me and my 2 cousins. One was like 19, the other one was 17.
Yeah.
And my dad, and we all went at my cousin's wedding. We floated like 7 kegs that night. Like the whole family was like having a competition who can drink the most, and we were all a part of it. And my dad was like, "All right, boys, y'all coming with me? We're going home." And like we were all kind of
Half-cocked.
we're pretty
Yeah.
hammered too. And then he like gets down the road a ways. He's like, I know I need to go straight home, but I'm hungry. We're like, hell yeah. So we all went to Sonic and all got a greasy hamburger. And
Great. That's perfect.
when the cop came in there to get something to eat, like across the lane, and we're both like, look
Look at that. There you go. Well, no, I took him to that show, not this last one, but the one before that, and I was like,
It's good for him.
it's good for him, and it's not. I have enough friends there
Yeah.
to where I don't really worry about them.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's other people there that'll watch out for him
Yep.
if I'm not not that I'm not keeping an eye on them,
Right.
but if I happen to get in a conversation or something and get distracted for a few minutes, they're not going to be
Well, I had that
taken.
exact realization because Cash and Eva needed to go to the bathroom, and I was like, "All right, Karis, come with me because I'm gonna take them to the bathroom." And Laura's like, "Why?"
yeah,
And I was like, "Yeah, watch my kid.
Yeah.
What am I doing?"
right,
Because hindsight, I would do the exact same thing.
right,
It's just weird. Like I know what I would do, but I don't expect other people to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's just everyone up there is like family.
So that's the second show they've been to, and I think anytime there's a show and I say there's a show, they're gonna want to go.
yeah, my
So-
kids are the exact same way.
Yeah.
I
Which is
doubt.
great because I didn't get to experience that kind of stuff at that age.
No. And like
The closest thing I had were church concerts.
yeah. So like my thing is like I feel very very adamant about building the scene back up,
Right.
making Longview a place for music again.
Absolutely.
And the best way to do that is introducing my children because other people are bringing their children.
Yep. It'd be one thing if it was not an all ages show and there weren't already other kids there.
Right.
So it's great to get that generation hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
Live music is a thing
It has to be.
and it's awesome.
Yeah. And they get to witness there is a section for people to act stupid. There is a section that people know there's kids right here.
Right.
I think everybody has the same mentality like we're just here to enjoy good music. It's a safe place for everybody. 808 Pictures are she made a post about Ollie's and she's like this is a safe haven for the weirdos, the freaks, the geeks, the
Everybody.
trans kids, whatever.
It is a super judgment free zone.
Yeah, because it's truly
People are there to see the music. That's all they care about.
be amongst your peers and enjoy a good time.
Yep.
That's
Which
why
is fantastic.
they're catching traction. There's people reaching out to Ollie's wanting to play shows. Esteban from Slow Joy, I'm talking to him about coming to, dude's big time in now.
Oh yeah.
He's got a song on the top 40 charts right
Yeah.
now. Gruesome. But it's cool. He would have no idea about me at all if it wasn't for Ollie's.
Right.
And him seeing how cool everyone was, how much we love this place, and
Well, he did Ollie's in March,
and then he did Green
and then in Greed Street in
September.
September.
Yeah, they're doing October this year.
Right, okay, that's right. So he was in Longview, within 7-8 months, back to back,
He loves it there.
and he has nothing but good things to say about it. Which
Yeah.
is great. I remember because we were lucky enough to get to play that show that
Right.
he played at Ollie's, and an hour before the doors opened, there was a line down to the corner of
Yeah.
people waiting to get in.
Yeah.
I mean that's fantastic.
That was a great show
at a skate shop
at a skate shop.
in downtown Longview.
Yeah, this is not a venue. It's a skateboard. It's a company.
Yeah.
It's a business, and we just so happen to throw shows there.
And it works.
It works great.
It works good.
And they left the stage up. That works great.
That
And-
was a really smart idea.
well. There's no way we could have not. Well, we used to tear down the stage and everything else, and it was like,
Then it would take an entire day to set everything back
Yep.
up,
yep,
and then an entire day to tear everything back down.
yeah,
And nobody wants to tear down the night of the show, so it was always up to somebody or a handful of somebodies to come up there on Sunday Yeah.
I've spent a lot of whole Sundays
and
up there
putting
doing
everything up
Yeah,
so they could be back open on Monday for business. And now they just leave it up because it's part of the aesthetic.
yeah,
And,
And-
nobody's complained.
no one, and allegedly there's a fucking whispering if the fire marshal finds out there can be a bad deal, but I think everyone's just cool with it
Yeah.
because honestly, Like, no one's gonna catch a fire in there unless they hook up the air conditioner again. We shouldn't have done that one.
Well, the only problem they have is they only have one bathroom that's really hard to get to, and one entrance and one exit. So if they were to actually get a capacity limit, which is that's all the fire marshal's going to do is give them a capacity. It's going to be like 30 people.
Yeah,
maybe
it won't work.
So
I know, like, this is like inside baseball talk, but there has been conversations about other places becoming a venue. Also, I'm sorry, I'm snorking and horking.
We're both still getting over shit.
I'm having, like, there's shit coming out of my fucking head and I can't quit.
Actual feces.
Yeah, human shit. It's not even mine. But, like, there's been talk about making other places venues. It's all going to be the same people.
Right. Just larger areas.
Larger areas, things like that. And, like, one part of me, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And, like, I have no fucking skin in the game. I'm not investing or nothing like that. But, like,
it's going to be hard for them to keep the same vibe.
There's something magical.
Get out of here. Yeah, great. Go. Bye. I'll miss you.
There's something magical about that place. And, like, I don't think you can replicate that.
You can't.
You know?
I mean, if it was bigger, would it be better? Maybe. For certain shows.
Right.
But for a lot of the shows, it's the absolute perfect size.
Absolutely.
Because you get 150 people in there, and you're leaning on each other.
I think when R.I.P. Post Profit played there, that was one of the biggest shows.
Yeah, and they were actually turning people away because it was too full.
There was close to almost 300 people there.
Yeah. That's a show like that is where a bigger place would benefit from.
Yeah.
But I think they're averaging 120 to 150 people.
Yeah, or more.
Show.
Yeah. It's and it feels like, goddamn, we're in the thick of it.
Yeah, which is great. But if you put that many people in a venue twice that size,
right,
it would look like there was nobody there.
Right. So
it's really cool from being on the stage, looking out at a small, quote unquote, smaller show.
Yeah.
Where there's 150, 200 people, 100 people, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's packed.
Right.
So, to where
we've had it packed.
Yeah. Where if you were going to do that at a bigger venue, though, like if you did that at True Vine, it would look like there was nobody there.
Yeah. There'd be a fucking giant hole.
Yeah.
And everyone would be fucking like this.
It's kind of neat in a way that it is the size that it is because it gives you a sense of intimacy with the audience and the bands.
Right.
And B, it kind of stokes your ego a little bit
Big time.
On stage to look out and see like, oh, I can't see the back of the room right now.
Right.
Even though there's not that many people there, respectively to a larger venue.
And like, I mean, granted, we used to play with in-ears.
Yeah.
And like what I heard in my in-ears, but like I would take mine out because it just drove me crazy. But like that small of a room, that like 100, 200 people in there, you can hear the cheers. You can hear, and it sounds like 1,000 people. Yeah. It's so incredible.
That's great. I have zero. The only complaint I have about it is the air conditioner shit.
The air conditioner cannot keep up with all the hot bodies.
Yeah.
They could have like the fucking, they can have a cooler, like an industrial size cooler refrigerator, and it probably wouldn't keep up with all the fucking
probably
heat.
Not.
Summer shows suck.
Well, you got the whole front of the building's windows.
Mm-hmm. That is facing the sun as it's setting, and you're cooked.
Yep.
The fucking last summer it was like a hardcore show. Stranger and Militant Defiant played there, and I wore bibbed overalls.
I remember that. I was at that show.
Yeah, and I got hammered drunk, and I started hardcore dancing.
Rubbed your nipples off,
and my tits they were like, it looked like I fell on a sanding belt, like shirt off. Do I regret it? No,
not a bit.
Not a.
Would you do it again? Absolutely not.
I might actually. I fucking wore bibbed overalls at that show we played at the Texas Tea Room, and it still rubbed my nipples off.
Well, they're overalls. I think that's just.
I just got sensitive nipples. I'm just a bitch.
Could be.
I'm just a bitch.
Could be.
So, I say all that about Ollie's just to say that your boys here at Truck Beers will be playing a show there before you know it.
Yep. There is another show there on the 29th of this month.
That's next Thursday.
Yeah,
the Thursday before Memorial Day is
after.
Is it after?
Yeah, Memorial Day is this weekend.
Are we off Monday?
Yep. I am.
I don't know if I am.
It's Memorial Day.
Huh. I'm a terrible patriot.
You just show up and there's not gonna be anybody there.
What the fuck, man?
Well, I thought we were working today.
That's great. I would love a 4-day weekend. I might have a fucking short work week this week. I might just call in tomorrow. Allegedly, if any of the guys I work with listen, I might not. If I
4-day weekend. Are you off on Friday?
4-day week.
Oh, week.
4-day
Okay,
week.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Every morning I woke up this week, I was like, I'm gonna call in.
That's bad.
I don't feel good.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Still fighting it off.
I haven't missed one day of work from all this. But like I have hawked up horrible color shit.
That's the worst.
And like I don't think I'm sleeping enough.
No.
Even though I am sleeping enough, like I think like while I'm sleeping, dude, the fucking NyQuil Alka-Seltzer PM shit,
Yeah.
that with my sleep meds, holy shit.
Just zombie mode.
Crazy dreams.
Oh.
The worst dreams, like, oh man. I had a dream that everybody that has passed in my life was like at a party.
Oh boy.
And I was so happy that everyone was there. And I woke up like at 2 a.m. going, and I was like, God damn it.
This is not okay. I don't like this.
Yeah, me and Matt though, we've been having band practice again. We kind of talked about it.
Well, the last time we actually really talked about it, it was still like, it was like after we had jammed that very first time.
Yeah.
And it was still like okay, was this a jam or is this a thing?
I think it's a thing.
I think it's definitely a thing.
I've never been more, like I said Monday, I was like, I've never been more like inspired and I'm more stoked to play music in my entire life.
It's just coming out.
It's pouring
it's
out of
awesome.
me. It's pouring out of us. I mean, like, you're fucking... every time you play your bass, I'm like, it's just perfect. I don't have to worry about shit. Like, I've played with other bassists that they're like, I gotta be the fucking man. And like...
It's not my job.
Dude, I'm having the best time, and hopefully Chad can be a part of it in any way possible.
I know he really wants to.
I know, I really want him to too, because like when he played with us...
Well, that one song that we...
Yeah.
Like I don't think we can do that without him.
That 14-minute long
It's the
song?
9 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his lick, and what he's playing has to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it's the backbone of the song.
Yeah. If you listen to, like, this is so much inside baseball shit, y'all have no idea what we're talking about. But, like, if you listen to that, we're not playing the same thing over and over again. Like, we change things up throughout the entire song,
Yeah.
but it has the exact same...
It's just in that pocket the whole time.
That fucking pocket,
Yeah.
man. And it's like, as a musician, like, that sounds really gay, but like, as a guy that plays music, like, that's what you, like, strive for. That kind of chemistry.
Can I play in Xbox with my brother?
Who else brother would it be?
Well, we'll
But-
see how that works out.
It's just, it's just cool. Like, our drummer is a fucking local legend. He's a Wendigo.
Yep. He's been on the podcast before.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I just been stoked to it. All day I've been thinking about, like, I want to talk about
Yeah.
this project, trying to get things out in the open. And
It has a name. Light Leaves.
Light Leaves, it has so many meanings.
Take it how you want it. I don't care.
Take it, dirty girl. No, I'm sorry. It's cool, man. Like, it's a fucking cool band name. It's cool guys.
Yeah, it's shoegazy, post-hardcore, emo-y. Like, there's a lot of different
There's tons of
parts
elements to it.
to tons of different. Like, we have 3 songs pretty much nailed down, I think.
Yeah.
We have a 4th one that we've kind of dicked around with a little bit.
Yeah.
We're still looking for a singer because none of us want to do it.
I do. I think we just need to hook up a microphone and see how shit it sounds, and I'll be
I
like,
think that'd be a great idea if we can do that next week.
yeah. I've been writing, like, me personally, I've been writing to these songs. Just kind of like fucking around, figuring
Yeah.
things out. But then, like, I realized, like, I'm not playing this guitar right now as I'm singing this song.
Right.
Like, the melody sounds good, but I don't know if this melody is going to work with, like, what I have to do.
Yeah. Can you detach your brain from your hands or your mouth from
I
your
can
hands.
barely fucking chew bubble gum and walk. Like I can't.
Can we play Minecraft together?
No,
Why?
because you fight when you play Minecraft.
Ooh, get out of here.
Why don't we
Go,
Why don't we play Minecraft
Go.
together?
bye.
When he says Minecraft, it sounds like Mein Kampf. Just wanted to let you know that. He was saying, "Can I play Mein Kampf with my brother?" I was like, "What video game is this?"
I didn't know they had that on Xbox.
Oh my gosh.
That's a fast fly.
That fly figured it out. We got a lot of people joining. I don't know if they're like, I think they're just like looking and they're going.
That's okay.
I just watched me try to catch a fly on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty dumb.
You were close.
Never close enough.
Never close enough. Story of my life.
100%. So when we started this podcast, you told me to read these books.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. And I cataloged it. Like, I will get to those books when I get to them.
Right.
And I really wish I can go back in time and say, no.
Read them now.
Read them now. What made me like go to them is Pattern Tells.
Stop.
What is it? Pattern Tells Stories.
Patterns tell stories.
So they had a podcast called the like Immaculate Consolation.
The last 3 weaponized podcasts are with Matt Brown, the guy that was the whistleblower on that whole thing.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah. So like in the UFO community, there's been a lot of crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
But that Pattern Tells Stories. He says,
Stand by.
okay, I'll just talk. So Pattern Tells Stories, he's talking about these books called Secret Machines, and they're like co-authored by Tom DeLonge and AJ Hartley. I don't have my phone. This is a bad deal. So it's a fictional story, and it's about a group of people that have some events happen to them. And like, I highly encourage everyone to read these books. But apparently, the things that they said that were like, they made it out as a fictional book, but it's
A lot of it is like loosely based on things that have been somewhat
so.
known.
In that Pattern Tells Stories, and some other people that they were talking about in that
Yeah.
were like, no. The only thing they changed was the name of the characters.
and some of the program names and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like the
They
stories,
changed the stuff that was still classified at the time that they wrote the book,
right?
essentially.
So in these books, there's like the most insane shit. Like you're reading it is like, this is a fun story, but then I was reading it thinking like, this actually happened.
Right.
It just changed names. Holy fuck.
And even if you were reading them just as like books for entertainment purposes,
They're
fantastic.
They're fucking great.
books.
But if you read them with the mindset that like, this is actually what's going on.
yeah.
Oh my God. I'm reading, like right now I'm reading, so there's a third installment of Secret Machines, and it's God, War, and Man. And it's just facts.
Yeah.
It's just information. It goes like back to the ancient Sumeria, like this god was from the abyss, this, that, and the other. And then Christianity picked this up, this, that, and the other. Like, it just shows like a repetitive thing. Like, that's what I've gathered so far. I haven't finished it. But like, I think on the podcast before I've talked about like,
I'll be back again.
oh my gosh. No, kill him, dude. It's fine. No, it's not. But it's oh man. So it's hold on, I'm listening. It's funny. But like you find out that sorry, I was
No, you're good.
stumbling over my words. I was like, ooh, get to this. But it's crazy that like
No, it's upside down. No, it's not.
like ancient Sumeria had all these stories that they wrote on a tablet, and it's about like how things were started,
Yeah.
things like that. What I've got to a point in this book, it was like the sons of God, which is translated to like the Nephilim
Right.
were like banging out daughters of man, which
Well,
is
the Nephilim are the hybrids.
yeah, no, yeah, you're right. It's that's right, but it's like shit. They go into like the Gilgamesh dude. He was like 18 feet tall,
Yeah.
fucking 6 feet wide,
Yeah.
and he was thrown like the his mother was trying to be protected, like her virginity, and then like one of the fallen angel or whatever you want to call them came down there and was like banged one out. They saw the kid, they freaked out, they threw the kid out the window.
The Anunnaki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just there's so much fucking information.
Yeah, I got about. I was almost done with that one.
Yeah,
And then I was like, I can't. This is a reference book. This is not a sit down and read it like a book.
I listened to it. I'm listening to it, and like I have to like stop
Yeah.
and like
It's a lot to process.
fucking palate cleanse. But it's so Tom DeLonge had a interview with someone that was very high up, you know.
He's had many of those.
Yeah, but like he goes and he's like, I think y'all really should take a look at a Greek mythology again, which we name everything after Greek mythology.
Right.
Like, but he's like, there's something there, and like that's kind of where it's at. I don't know. It's reading the other books where you find out like we have technology that can look like a UFO, like fly like a UFO. But there's also like these two different things,
Right.
and they're kind of like we're battling something that we don't even know about, but we might need to know about. What'd you read?
I'm just looking at if they have a date for the third book yet. The answer is no.
They need to finish that story because I'm kind of in limbo.
It's way left hanging. So the first two books in the series are fiction, allegedly.
I don't know.
The next 3 books, which kind of it's Gods, Man, and War
Yeah.
is the name of the series of starting with the third book. But there's 3 books. I don't know. It's weird.
It's 3 books into one, but you can read them separately.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you, like, the Gods book starts off talking about, like, these people, and they hear thundering in the sky, and they see lights in the sky, and whatever these things are, they have to be ancient and more, you know, and they give us things, and, like, you're listening to it, and you're like, when is this?
Right.
And then you find out it was, like, the container people during World War II.
Yeah.
You know, like they have never been touched by anything ever. And then finally World War II happens and they're seeing like flying objects in the sky and explosions and everything. And like,
It's nuts.
and we deliver water and things like that. And they're like, these are gods.
Right.
And like, that's kind of where the book is just set up. Just like we are the same thing as the container people. We're worshiping things that we don't understand.
Yeah, and we see them as deities,
Yeah.
even though they're not
Right.
necessarily.
Right.
But in our feeble brains,
Uh-huh.
the only way we can process it is that these can't be us. These can't be terrestrial or normal things. These have to
Right.
be all-powerful, godlike creatures.
Yeah.
That's how, I mean,
Well,
that's,
I mean, if we could go back in time to like fucking 1100
yeah.
BC, and we showed up with a fucking pocket knife, cell phone, things like that, we're God.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, that's how
I mean,
I
your cell phone wouldn't work. There's no satellites.
fucking shit on my fucking parade, dude.
But
whatever.
like no, like
If I had
but
a
you have
big lighter.
knowledge of how to do all of these things.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if we're just, I'm gonna shit on my own point. Some of them had better knowledge than we do.
If you go back far enough, yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucking trip. Another thing that's tripping me up.
I was listening to so like when I'm driving my podcast will autoplay stuff, and like I've been going back and forth to Tyler to see my grandma in the hospital.
Right.
And I finished something that I was listening to, and then an episode of American Alchemist popped up, and it was the episode with Randall Carlson,
Oh yeah,
and that's really cool.
I fucking love that guy.
That dude's awesome. And he was talking about, they were talking about the Younger Dryas, and
Yeah.
you know how there's more and more and more and more and more and more evidence all the time that
Yeah.
there was an advanced society well before what we know of as modern society.
I believe that. We've talked about it 100 times on this podcast.
And he was like, when you think about it, if a massive catastrophe, global catastrophe happened right now and basically ended society as we know it, 5 or 10,000 years from now, say there's another society there and they have archaeologists and they're digging through the ruins and they find stuff, all they're going to find is structures
yeah.
and like things written in a language that they may or may not understand.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's like, you know, why can't we have the same mindset about a past ancient advanced civilization?
Yeah.
Like, just because we don't necessarily understand what we're finding doesn't mean that what they were doing wasn't on the same level as what we are.
Yeah.
And, you know, respectively.
Right. I mean, it's
Did they have, like, you know, airplanes and spaceships and vehicles like we have now? Probably not.
no, but they probably had a totally different fucking line of shit.
But that doesn't mean that they were not above your basic hunter-gatherer, you know, pharmacological culture,
yeah.
which was around as late as, you know, if you look late 1700s, early 1800s, your main modes of transportation were walking, horse and buggy.
Yeah.
The railroad was brand new.
Right.
The first automobile was in like 1890,
Right.
something like that. And then, you know, we're 200 years later, and we have the capacity to put stuff in space.
Yes.
Like, it's just a massive. So for like 1800 years,
Nothing.
we went from a wheel, man make fire.
Right.
We kind of have a car,
Yeah.
sort of.
But like even with the technology we have now, like talking about some of the structures that have been built.
Right. That's that ancient like intuition and knowledge and craftsmanship and skill level that like,
Right.
that had to come from somewhere.
Right. Well, like I know that like I've said it before, there's certain things that like just the sheer mass of some of the things that have been moved from places to build, like the pyramids, the
Like,
court
each one of those bricks weighs what, 2 tons?
to like 20 tons.
Yeah, and they moved them 150 miles from
Yeah.
the quarries that they were dug out
Yeah.
of.
And like the technology we have right now, this very second,
Yeah.
we couldn't do that.
Not with
Not without shutting down fucking things
you
like
like shut down 17 interstates and
Yes.
build a new vehicle that can carry this massive.
Right.
And some of that I wonder if it's too, if it's like, are we overthinking the problem?
I don't know.
Like, is there actually a really simple solution on how to do this that we just don't know because our brains don't work that way and theirs did? I don't know.
Something that's been like throwing a fucking cog in my whole thinking is that there's buildings here in America right now, and if you look at the craftsmanship and you look at like how it's made, and they only had horse and buggy and chisel and hammer.
Yep.
No power tools. Power tools were invented till like the early 1900s, and they were shit.
Yeah.
So like, it's just it's kind of like a common sense thing to me. Is like, you're telling me they built this building. I don't know. They built this building. Like one of the Yankee Stadium. They said they built it in 2 years,
Yeah.
and some guy asked like an AI to like, how much concrete did they use? How much steel did they use? Like how many things, this, that, and the other. And even AI was doing the math, and they're like, well, with the technology they said they had, it would have taken them over fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
like something's not adding up.
Right. Well, we talked about this a couple episodes ago too. You look at these old churches that have been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of
Yeah.
years, and they are immaculate.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect corners and like the way that they stack the bricks and the
Yes.
ornateness of everything. Like that's all hand carved.
Yeah.
200 years ago, 300 years ago.
I mean, like,
500 years ago even. Some of these churches are old as shit.
if like I am a tradesman, I build things
Yeah.
out of metal.
Yeah.
And if someone was like, "Hey, can you make this spire on this fucking church?" As beautiful as some of them are, I have no idea.
Right.
Like I have no idea.
It's insane to think that. I think a lot of it's been as a society self-limitation. A lot of it's laziness.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is the fact that there are fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer talented tradespeople
Right.
as we go further and further and further advanced technologically.
Yeah.
Because it's the reliance on computers and AI and 3D modeling and like all that stuff has become so prevalent.
Yeah.
It kind of makes your brain soft,
I'm very soft.
makes your hands soft, makes your brain soft.
Yeah.
I think some of it was a different, like I said, like that relates to like a different mentality about how things are done. Because the only way to do it back then was to fucking do it,
Right.
figure it out. If it don't work, try something else.
Yeah.
And now we're like, well, we ran all these simulations and we've got to do it this way.
Well, I'll tell you, like
And that's a very modern, comparison.
in my line of work, I have to deal with engineers sometimes,
Same.
and engineers will like
All day, every day.
they'll fucking lay out something, and they're like, "Hey, I don't know how we're gonna do this." Like,
Square peg, round hole, don't work.
yeah,
We'll make the whole round.
But and then like, I've had to be like, "Your model's great, but I can make it work by doing this."
Yeah.
So, is there people talking? What's my battery at?
50%.
Oh, that ain't bad. I don't know. I'm just gonna let it run.
Let it ride.
See what happens.
Yeah.
If y'all want to give us gifts, we'll take them. Cause I'm a slut.
So they can hear us.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That phone's a piece of shit. I almost threw that phone. I almost got a new phone because it was like dying instantly.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then this week it's decided to be normal again. I don't know what it was doing.
Congratulations.
It was just, I don't know. When I was the sickest, I dropped it real hard. See the chip on the bottom?
Yeah.
I fucking just,
Just jarred the battery back in place.
I guess. I don't know. It's just, I get like the old school mentality, the know-how, like we got to get it done or there's no way we're going to get it.
Right.
Like I see that. I get
There was
that.
no reliance on somebody else to figure out how to do it.
Right.
Like, yeah, maybe you had a supervisor or a whatever the, same thing was.
Well,
back
I know
then.
like in,
Slave owner. I don't know.
I know a lot of like tradition, like not traditions. I know like a lot of old civilizations, people that lived in the rural America,
Yeah.
place where my family came from, basically.
Right.
They would do a thing called a barn raising,
Yeah.
and that was one day. Everybody showed up in the town, built a barn.
Yep. The Amish still do it.
Yeah, like that was a thing. They'd build a whole fucking barn in a day.
Yeah. At least get the walls up.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just like they knew what they were doing. They got it done. But there's some things though I look at and I'm like, no,
That's not the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
man. And like some of the people talk about there's a civilization called the Tartarians, and they were like this highly sophisticated group of individuals that we like. When we came over to America, we're supposed to believe there was nothing there, but like apparently the Tartarians were already here.
Right.
And then we got them out of there, and we kind of took over their buildings.
Yeah. I've heard that one too. That's a it's a good way to explain
Some of it.
the rapid advancement from
Yeah.
where we were to where we are,
Yeah.
because we had like a massive head start.
Yeah.
But there's been no real like where do these people do these alleged people come from?
Where'd they
they
go? Yeah.
Like But it's the same kind of shit you look at when you talk about like ancient societies. Like every culture has depictions of celestial beings coming and doing things and teaching things and leaving things.
Right.
But where did they come from? Where did they go? They just decided to leave one day?
Yeah. I have no idea.
It's weird that it's the same kind of concept.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It makes complete sense, actually, if you think
It's
about it.
where my brain goes with it, it fucking drives me crazy, is like, why would you hide that? Like, why can't we not just have that history if that's truly our history? And then, like, another part is like, well, if they realize we can do that kind of shit and they're trying to not
It's control.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I go with it. Like, all the way from the very beginning, they talk about, like, we are not supposed
It's
to.
like a bug's life.
Yeah.
When the ants realize that they can fight back against the grasshoppers, the grasshoppers' society goes to shit.
Well, like,
We're the ants,
mm-hmm.
and the government is the grasshoppers. And it's
So-
not just the government; it's the people that run the government.
This is one thing, like, I heard a guy say, and it was kind of crazy to me. He goes, why would the powers that be, like the Vatican, the church, whatever, if the Bible has all the answers to it, like
Get something.
basically the good grief, get out of here. It, like, the Bible is supposed to, like, have all the answers, give us the help that we need, but why would, if that was that true, like, why would they just free willy give it to us? It's kind of like the thing, like,
Also,
the Bible,
if that's all you need, why do you have a whole library that nobody can go look at?
right? But if you look at the Bible, it says, be obedient.
Mm-hmm.
It,
It also says don't be a piece of shit, and we can't follow that rule worth a goddamn.
no, but, like, it says be obedient, respect, authority,
Respect your elders.
do unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. Like, there's so many things in there.
Pay your taxes.
Yeah. There-
No, how about no?
well, like, I can remember when I was a Christian, I can remember, like, yeah, you're supposed to, do what the very best to be a good person, but, like, the definition of that good person is soft and weak, and, like, you're not standing up for yourself. That's why, like, I think about the Catholic Church, like, they can get away with a lot of evil shit.
Yeah.
This is a man of the cloth.
Right.
He knows better than I do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
the more I get into this crap, I'm like, God, it's all fucking,
It's a dog and pony show.
yeah.
We'll find it.
I found it.
It's I don't know, man. It's and I don't want to be sacrilegious or disrespectful, but I also have to be honest. I think organized religion is one of the biggest scams to ever grace the presence of this earth.
Well, that.
I think it's a business cloaked in religion.
So, like the Catholic Church, the Pope wears that cool hat.
Yeah.
And if you look at it side, it looks like a fish's head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Philistines had a religion that's worshipped Dogon, which was like this half fish guy.
That would suck to
What?
be a half fish guy.
Well, I mean, he didn't like have fish feet or fins or whatever. He just would go out in the ocean at night, come back during the day, and tell people what to do.
This is Aquaman.
Basically,
Yeah.
He wore a hat that was exactly like the Pope's hat, and like I look at old Christian like symbolism with the fish.
Yeah.
Like, it has nothing to do with God or Jesus. It looks like the worship of this Dogon god, which the Dogon god was against Baal, who is the calf god, the bull
Yep.
god.
Yep.
And the bull god is supposed to be
Babylon.
Yes, Babylon.
Yeah.
It's all weird.
That's a wild story.
Like, I don't know what's true anymore. It's throwing me off pretty bad. Oh, I love you so much. Hey, Justin Gibbons, this one's for you. I'm going to go outside and pee, and you can hear my pee-pee stream.
Yeah, we're glad we're back. We've been battling some personal stuff separately, sickness, things like that. But we're glad to be back. This is fun. I miss it when we don't do it. I'm glad we're doing it again. I can hear that from in here. I heard that from in here.
Hot. This is like the first couple of beers I've had. Well, never mind. I lied. Saturday I drank a little bit. I drink a lot, actually.
I had a beer yesterday.
I had like 8 or 9.
I had five.
Saturday.
I had 5 on Monday though.
I didn't drink any Monday.
I know. I was worried about you.
Man, if I'm being honest, like just the thought of drinking has been kind of like nothing like bad or no, just like
Yeah.
I don't really want it
That's how I generally feel.
until you start getting into them.
Yeah. And like, oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, oh, perfect. I don't know. The fucking pneumonia kind of took it out of me. One day I tried to drink. I have some like really weird brandy.
No, you can keep all that.
Okay. That was my mom. I don't know what she said.
Hi TikTok.
Oh no. Is my mom watching right now? Hold on, TikTok. Hold on, TikTok. My mom might be watching.
Participants in the chat.
Replied to my story.
Move your dumb head.
Fuck off. I mean, freak off. I just know it's like when it comes to like the old when it comes to like religion and things like that, it's already kind of pre-made. It's kind of there's like a template you
It's
follow.
copy paste.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same basic format.
Right. And like some of the key opponents of religion are great.
Yeah.
But
The basic teachings of
then you find out like the 10 Commandments are basically like how to be a normal person.
right.
It's not like God said this to no.
It's-
If we're
it's-
gonna live together,
Don't be an asshole.
yes,
Take care of your brothers. Take
Yeah.
care of your sisters.
yeah.
Don't steal shit. Don't kill people.
Don't look at your friend's girl.
I mean, you can look at them. Just don't think about them badly.
When I was a kid and I heard that, I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? Like, how am I supposed to not have those naughty thoughts? Like, I wouldn't act on them,
Right.
but like, I can't control this
Yeah.
thing up here.
Yeah, this is a wild card.
And
baby.
then, like, I got to think, like, maybe I am a wild card. Like, maybe I am supposed to be able to control my thoughts. But, oh, yeah, dude. I love Justin Gibbons. He's the sweetest boy in the world. Oh, magnificent thunder. Matt's pee-peeing. He left me all by myself. Just want to remind everybody, we have a Cash App. It's $ truck beers. If y'all are interested, you can put that money in our pockets. That will buy us a beer. If you want to buy us a beer, you can buy us a beer. It's on Cash App. That goes to you, Spotify listeners. Don't be scared. $ Cash App.
$sign
Truck beers. I'm an idiot.
on Cash App.
On Cash App. I'm an idiot. I should fucking die.
No, don't do that. I can't do this by myself. It would be much less entertaining.
If it was me by myself, it'd be like an OnlyFans thing.
There'd be live buttholes on YouTube.
Yep.
I think you can get away with it on Twitter. X, whatever you want to call it these days.
You can get away with murder on X.
I think so.
For some reason, okay, I made truck beers an X.
Yeah.
I don't post on it. I don't
don't
do
either.
anything. I don't like. I've never liked Twitter or X. Like, to me, that's where like all the fucking idiots go to spew their shit.
It is the most toxic social media platform.
Yeah. I've never posted one. I've posted like 2 things. It was like, hey, we're on YouTube. Hey, check us out on Spotify.
Yeah.
I've never liked anything. I just scroll through the video. Our X account is nothing but fist fights. Like, I can show you every street fight that's ever happened. And then
It's
I
like
get
World Star
notifications from Donald Trump, Elon Musk,
Well, they own
JD
it.
Vance.
They own it.
Is that what it is? Like, they're just like spewing. I don't know. I've never understood Twitter. I got in one argument on Twitter one time, and it was years ago.
Yeah.
And not that, it was like 2018.
That's
And-
years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're pretty far ahead. They had Joe Rogan was having George St. Pierre on the podcast again.
Yeah. This before he was a Nazi?
Is he a Nazi
No,
now?
no, that's the other MMA fighter. My bad.
Don't put GSP in that
My
category.
bad.
But the first time he was talking about aliens, and George was like, or Joe was like this. GSP's big on UFOs and aliens and stuff like that. And I wrote underneath the Joe Rogan thing, and I was like, make sure you ask him the questions we all want to hear. And then I posted a picture of a UFO.
Yeah.
And like, I got tons of likes on it. I thought I was gonna go fucking famous. I got close to like 10,000 likes on that one comment.
Wow.
And then people were replying to it like, hell yeah, brother, beep beep beep. And this one dude was like, keep your ignorant mouth shut, you stupid fucking idiot. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck. I couldn't control it.
Right, yeah.
He just lured me, and like we had a back and forth for like 2 days. And it was like, shut up, nerd. That's all I was saying back to him. He's like, you're so ignorant, you fucking redneck hillbilly, this, that, and the other. I was like, shut up, nerd. And I was like, this is the worst fucking interaction I've
Yeah.
ever. So I just stick to Instagram and Facebook. Instagram comment sections are wild.
I use Instagram for like reels. I don't really, but yeah, some of the comments on some of that shit is off the wall.
I will send a reel and I say, hey, check out the comment
Right.
section.
Yeah, don't watch the reel if you want to. I don't care. Read the comments.
Hey, Michael Knight, those are my friends. But like I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I die, someone please throw my phone into a lake so my mom doesn't see my Instagram algorithm. It is the foulest. It's like half conspiracy theories, just terrible things.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it happened. You like one fucking
That what?
video. I don't know.
Thanks for stopping by.
But like, yeah, that has to be, I don't know how that can, I don't know. Hopefully like the police department, when they come to my wreck or whatever, they see it and they're like,
Oh my god.
yikes.
Just put a passcode on it that nobody knows but you.
It'd have to be random and I'll forget it. Like, I sound like a fucking smoker.
It's okay.
Still in my lungs.
Well, you did have actual pneumonia.
I had
so
pneumonia.
That checks out.
That was what I had. I felt pretty powerful though when I went to the ER on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I was like, the chick, there's a nurse there, of course, and she was kind of bad to the bone. They all are though.
It's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, like if you get a nurse and you like can talk to them, they'll like destroy your whole concept of what sex is. That's my understanding.
Okay.
What's what I've heard. They're freaks, all of them. But they're not just freaks for you. They're freaks for everybody. That's the bad side about it.
Just in general.
Just in general. And I felt like fucking hammered dog shit, but I was still trying to like,
Sling little game.
yeah. And
How you doing?
they x-rayed my lungs, and when they said that, she's like, we're gonna have to x-ray your lungs. I was like, ooh.
Uh-oh.
I said, ooh, I really wish you don't. That would be terrible. She's like, why? I was like, I haven't been kind.
I don't want to know what's in there.
I haven't been kind to my lungs ever. She's like, I think you'll be okay. And they come in there, and she's like, all right, sit up. I was like, do I need to take the shirt off? And she's like, no. And I was like, I was just trying to show you something. She's like, what?
My third nipple.
She's like, what? Flabby middle-aged man meat? I was like, touche, dude.
Yeah, nice. Got me.
I feel like I did a good deed, though. I wore gray sweatpants to the ER so she can see my little turtle head.
It's cold in there, though.
It doesn't matter. It's the same no matter what. What?
What the hell, TikTok?
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. What was that about? We have 0 viewers on TikTok. I'm fucking ending TikTok.
There was a bunch there for a little while.
And
Michael Knott said that your lungs are the puppets from the balcony on the Muppets.
yeah. No, 100%. They're not great.
But they were.
They were in the 80s when I was first born,
Yeah.
but now I don't know.
There was no cancer.
There's no cancer. That was the main part. Like, I got the x-ray back. They said, like, you have pneumonia in this lung. Like, you can see, like, this weird, stringy shit.
See how this one's full of snot? That's not supposed to be there.
And I just, against my better judgment, I was like, is there anything else there? She's like, no, everything else looks great. And I was like, that's all I fucking need to hear. I'll never come back here again. I'll never... That's my reasoning, was like, I'll never, ever do this again.
Yeah. No, I get that.
The thought of getting a CAT scan terrifies me. Like, I do not
You don't want to see the worms in your brain?
I don't want to see anything. I don't want to know.
Yep. The ignorance is bliss in this scenario.
I want to go crazy in the dark and die.
Yep. Give me a bunch of weed and a bunch of beer and let me go out in the woods.
If I ever found out I had, like, full-blown cancer, God help everybody. It's a fucking golden ticket.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I'm going to die.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Oh, man. Could you imagine that?
Like having that mental power?
No, imagine, like, me
No.
knowing that I'm out of this world in a little bit and just benders every day.
Yeah. Scary thought. Knowing your luck, though, like you would find out that was going to happen and you'd do a bunch of dumb shit.
And
then they'd be like, oh, hey, look.
this doctor is just lying because he's, like,
You're
funded by a
fine.
pharmaceutical
You're
company
fine.
to sell drugs.
Turns out you don't have anything. You're going to live for another 20 years. You're like, can we change that, please?
It was, we'll see, man. I'm not living the best, but I'm also, like,
We're making it.
making it.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
Yeah.
Living La Vida Loca.
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
What?
I don't know. Definitely not a crazy life.
No, it could be way more crazier.
Could be. Thank God it's not.
Yeah.
I could barely handle what's going on right now.
I don't know how. So, like, you hear about these dudes that, like, their crazy schedule. They wake up at 4 a.m. and they have business meetings and this, that, and the other. And they're like, you gotta fucking rise and grind. Like, how the fuck?
Those dudes are also like 20 years old.
Are they?
I don't know. I feel like if you're doing that kind of shit, you're going to burn out by the time you're 40.
Or it's not hard. Or that you have more money you know what to do with.
I'm not waking up at 4 in the morning.
No.
Unless I got to pee. If I got to pee, I'm waking up at 4 in the morning.
That's the worst. If I have to wake up between 4 and like 5:30 to piss,
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how mad I am.
Because then you got to get up in an hour anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll just like, I might piss my bed. I'm not getting up.
Just it's warmer that way.
I sleep like it's a fucking football game. Like, I'll wake up 4 times. There's a quarter and there's a halftime. And the halftime's usually when I wake up in a panic and cold sweat. Like, oh, the fuck. Third quarter and like the final fucking stretch. And then I sleep through my alarms and then I'm fucking almost late for work.
Yep. And just
Yeah.
mad.
Fucking...
There's nothing worse than waking up aggravated. Because
Every
of
day.
something that you had full control over.
Not anymore as like currently. Like my job now, people will talk to me. Other jobs I had, especially when I had little children,
And you weren't sleeping at all.
and I wasn't sleeping at all. My nickname at one job I had was Not Till 9. That's what they called me. And like new guys would come in and it's like, yeah, that's Matt. We call him Not Till 9. They're like, well, not till 9.
Don't talk to him before.
Don't
9 o'clock.
fucking talk to him till 9 o'clock in the morning. And that's how I like, hey, good morning. I was like, oh my God, fuck off. Like,
Is it?
is it, you fucking idiot? I was like, it's like instantly just horrible. I'd go into the like manager's office and it was like, blueprints. And they're like, here you go. And I'm like, fuck off. Like,
Thanks.
I'm better now. Like usually I'll go to work and sit on the toilet till like 7:15. And then I'll come out and I'm like, gotta go get some coffee. I'll drink a gallon of that as fast as I can. And usually by then I'm in an okay mood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even shit. I just look at reels. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
this is my time.
Yeah.
I said I'd be here at 7, but I didn't tell you what I was going to do.
Right.
Allegedly. I don't know. These are lies.
Yeah.
I'm just telling stories.
This is a theoretical scenario.
God, I'm sorry, guys. Gross.
It sounds dry though. That's a good thing. That doesn't.
Yeah, it's
The out sounds better.
I can't get it out.
Yeah.
Whatever
it's
it is.
stuck.
Yeah. Whatever.
Lodged.
Did you watch the Tom Segura thing?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh my god.
But you can talk about it.
Tom Segura made a show. It's kind of like a skit show, like short videos in episodes. It is the most diabolical.
I saw a clip. I can't remember what it was, but there was a clip that I saw that it was like I was like, "Oh, I need to watch this show."
It's dumb to say like comedy's back, because this surpasses what comedy is. This is one man with too much power.
And just no fucks.
If out of all the fucks you can give,
He's got none of them.
he's dry.
Yeah.
Bare bones. There's none.
The fields are barren.
He has one skit, I'll tell you about it. It's not Garth Brooks, but it is Garth Brooks.
Okay.
Tom Segura's had this whole thing with Garth Brooks for years. He thinks he is a serial killer.
Right. Thinks he's the Antichrist.
No, he just thinks he's a serial killer and no one's caught him. So all the fans of Your Mom's House podcast have commented under his stuff. I'm blocked on Garth Brooks' thing because I used to do the same shit. Like everybody who follows Tom Segura
We
would.
should lead with that. Hi, I'm Matt Smith. I'm blocked from Garth Brooks' social media accounts.
Okay, yeah, that's what I should do. I love Garth Brooks. Fucking, I think he is a American songbird, and I love him very much.
Go away.
All right, man. That wasn't even fun.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Don't eat all those.
So everybody in the world who was like a fan of the podcast would comment underneath Garth Brooks' post, like anything.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, it's hard being Mr. Yearwood, talking about Trisha, you know, God bless the troops.
Where are the bodies?
Where the bodies at, Garth? Where's my mom at, you motherfucker? Like, just thousands and yes. Gibbons watched it.
Yeah.
And like, so he made a skit where he's basically Garth Brooks. The motherfucker looks just like him. And he kidnaps people from a show and takes them to this small town that he made. And he wants to hear their traumatic story so he can write songs.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Okay, I gotta watch it. It's on Netflix, yeah?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah. Well, Netflix doesn't even fuck anymore.
It should be on like, goddamn, it should be on like E-Bombs World, like Live Leak. It shouldn't be on Netflix. It's the greatest show. Honestly, like, I don't even think I could come up with something that diabolical.
Well, he's Tom Segura.
I guess. I mean, he is, but like, I just, there's so many, like, that's just one of That was just like the cherry on top of all the crazy shit
Yeah.
you could imagine. I've been like telling everybody.
I'm gonna check it out.
I tell everybody I know that would like enjoy it. I don't tell people that I know that were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You should watch this. It'll ruin your life.
Yeah, if you watch this, you will not think highly of me at all. That's basically everything at my job. Like I work with people.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, there's a golf course in Winsboro. They're fun. Like nobody knows. Nobody knows. Quit kissing your dude, man. Hey, quit. Dog kisses are weird. Got something?
Did you hear about the? And this has been kind of going around for a little while. The like Ancestry.com and 23andMe and
Yeah, fucked up.
all that stuff. It's like, so and everybody's like, oh, so the government can get copies of your DNA and blah 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 and whatever. But it's like, it's actually, this is the theory, the conspiracy theory side of it.
I haven't heard this. I thought you were saying like that was for the government to like have.
It is used by the quote unquote government, but it's like they're not trying to help you find your long lost family. They're trying to find how did the chick put it? It was like the former rulers and the upstarts and because she's like, time is circular. So like everybody has a past life. Everybody is it's one of those like, so it's like, you know, the people that are in charge know who the people were, and they're trying to find those people again to make sure that they don't cause revolutions and uprisings and rifts in power and stuff like that for the future. Yeah. I was like, that's interesting.
That is a wild concept.
Yeah.
So they are trying to find the DNA markers of people from the past.
Yes. And flag them on people that are currently alive.
Well, that sucks because
Yeah.
they haven't reached out to
Well,
me.
it means we're just pieces of shit.
I could start a revolution.
Sure. We could do it.
Yeah. Let me write about 2 more songs and
Yeah.
we'll fucking get there.
We'll revolve.
Yeah.
Revolt.
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 Revolve.
Yep, not revolve. Revolt. We'll get there.
Huh.
I don't think they care about Terminators. I think they care about John Connors.
Sean Connor.
Gibbons said going to prevent Terminators. I don't think they're worried about the Terminators. I think they're worried about the John Connors.
Yeah. I've never heard of that.
I heard it yesterday, and I was like, that's a really interesting take.
So, like, my dad, when I told him that I did the 23andMe, his first words were like, "You fucked up."
Now they got you.
Now they got you.
Now they got you.
Now you're part of the system.
Yeah.
Market the beast. Like, he still thinks that the Antichrist is coming.
I guess that depends on your definition of the Antichrist.
I think it's already. I told you about, like, I thought it was like Revelations was written based on Nero.
Yeah.
And his like complete destruction of Rome.
Yeah.
And it all made sense when I read that book. I was like, oh yeah,
I mean, it lines up.
yeah. So maybe not. Maybe they're right. Maybe the book is good and we messed up.
That's okay.
I guess, man. I just know hell's
Either way, there's nothing we can do about it.
no, and I know hell's not real.
We're living in it.
This is hell. And every day gets a little hotter in the summer, and it's not fun.
It was 93 degrees today.
Dude, I went to the fucking tractor festival in Kilgore Saturday. I woke up at like fucking 5:45 running fever again. This is what it's been like for the past fucking 2 weeks. I'd be like, feel good for about a day or two. These are going to make me regret tomorrow because I know I'm going to wake up just hurting.
Or to cure you.
I hope so, man.
Be all right.
This has been the cure for a lot of things. I
Yeah.
hope it's the same now.
Sadness.
I haven't drank in forever. Like, I drank Saturday, but I woke up Sunday with a migraine. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Had a great time Saturday. Fun as fuck. We watched a thunderstorm almost blow us away. And we're like, this is great.
Yeah, that storm Saturday night was wild.
Met a guy named Steven Smith, and I was like, he's a white dude. I was like, I said, are you Stephen B. Smith? And he's like, what? I was like, Stephen A. Smith's black. Will you be Stephen B. Smith?
Yeah.
He's like,
Stephen C. Smith. The C stands for Caucasian.
Caucasian. From the mountains of Caucasus.
That is a Caucasian baby.
That's a Caucasian baby.
Baby got a 720 credit score.
Yeah.
I love Cat Williams.
Yes. But, like, he fucking, we do all that, and I woke up Sunday, worst migraine of my life. Like, my mom was like, hey, can you bring Cashton over for his birthday lunch? And I was like, we're coming, but, like, I'm not doing shit. I got to my mom's house, and I just laid on her couch, and she's like, are you still sick? And I was like, yeah.
I'm dying.
But the fucking,
Mother, I'm dying.
the Kilgore Festival,
Yeah, tractor thing.
88 degrees, 1,000% humidity.
Oh, absolutely.
It was miserable.
Yeah.
Chad was playing with his bluegrass band.
Oh, I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah. And, like, I
Did
waved
he
at
tell me that?
He did.
Yeah.
I waved at him, and he was still playing, and, like, the kids were, like, melting right in front of me, and I was like, you want to get ice cream and get the fuck out of here?
Yes.
And they're like, yes. Yes, we do. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit. This is insane.
Yeah.
This is not what we're doing today. It was just, I don't know. If this is like a fucking precursor for what the summer is supposed to go camping with Cash, not this weekend, but next weekend, in a tent
Where are you going?
behind his house.
Oh, nice.
We're going to fucking go out in the woods and make a spot,
That's
howl
fun.
at the moon.
My Cade's been asking me when we're going camping again. And by again, I mean in the backyard again.
His won't be like backyard camping. He has woods.
Right.
So we're going to clear out a spot, put the tent up.
I could take McCade camping. I think it'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jameson wouldn't do well.
Yeah, it's going to be boiling outside. That's right.
Yeah.
So, like, if it's like what it was last night, like, it was pleasant last night.
It was like 58 degrees this morning when I went to work.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. And it got up to 95.
Instantly.
It's the days where there's this 40 to 50 degree temperature swing
Right.
in a 9-hour period. I can't handle that shit.
Did you hear?
I don't like it. I'm not here for it.
So, they had a massive power outage.
Spain.
Was it Spain?
Yeah.
Spain had a massive power outage. And they used the excuse that it was like a 20-degree temperature change.
That's every day in May and June in Texas.
Yeah. So, like, other people are saying, like, it wasn't the temperature change. It was the fucking North Pole axis.
Right.
Like,
Well, so like their power shit happened, 2 weeks ago?
mm-hmm.
Yesterday, all of their cell phone networks went down
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yep. It's getting funky in these streets.
That sounds intentional.
I don't know. I don't know if it's intentional or it's like we can't keep up with the fucking shift.
That sounds intentional.
Why?
They're testing shit
Oh, yeah.
to see how people react to a.
Catastrophic
Yeah.
failure. Yeah.
So if a massive solar flare does hit the Earth
Which
in
is
the middle of this weird polar shift that's going on, because when the pole shift, which happens all the time, you can science me on that. It's factual. It has happened before. It's happening now. It's not like it's flipping 180 degrees. North is not going to be south. South is not
Yeah.
going to be north. But it's moving,
pretty alarming rate, though.
Yeah, it's moving
but
fast.
it's not gonna fucking kill us.
No, the only thing it does is it makes the Earth's magnetic field weaker,
Yes.
which means that the Earth is more
Well,
susceptible
The
to solar
fucking
flares.
magnetic field has been weakened. We've been able to see the fucking aurora borealis from Texas.
Right, it's the same thing that's going on now.
Yeah.
It's still happening. It's been happening for the last 2 years.
Yes.
It's still happening. It's going to keep happening until it settles.
Mm-hmm.
That is 1,000 gummy bears.
Bella did it on his phone.
Okay, don't eat all those, please.
I know. I'm gonna put them back in the bag.
That's disgusting. So that was like that was
So yeah, when the Earth's magnetic field is weaker, because until the poles settle,
yeah,
the field is weaker. That's just how magnets work.
right. Yeah.
Also, science. Fact check me.
Yes.
We don't have the reflective capabilities from solar radiation that we normally do.
Yeah.
Magnetic fields are a big part of our atmosphere.
Did you know there's a group of people, they're much like the flat earthers, which I've seen some videos.
It's fake.
What? Hold on. I've seen some videos that have kind of like threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that in a second. But they're kind of like the same group of people that they think the sun,
Revolves around the Earth.
the sun has been replaced.
Okay.
So like they say the sun used to be golden and warm in the 70s and 60s.
It's hot as fuck. It's still warm.
Yeah, but now it's different.
They
There's
put a new light bulb in. It's
no, there's these
like
pictures.
when you have a reptile and you change out their heat lamp. You're like, oh,
There's
this is great.
there's pictures of people taking pictures of the sun, and he's like, "Do you not notice that? It's just a picture of the sun." And like, do you not see it? There's like a LED glare on it. Like I like
Are
conspiracy.
you comparing photographs from the 70s to a cell phone?
No,
picture?
It's just one picture of the sun from like 3 weeks ago, and they're like, "This is a different sun." That's the only fucking evidence they have. That's it. That's it. And like, listen, I just told you that there might have been a fucking people called the Tartarians here in America.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. These people are just like, shit, that's a fake ass sun.
That's a different sun.
Yo, man, you see his fucking sun? That ain't what I thought. That's-
Hey, who didn't pay the light bill?
Listen, I remember I remember it being 105 degrees when I was fucking a child
Oh yeah.
here in Texas.
Well, like what I was 4 years old. It's 1987.
Yeah.
Remember Snowmageddon that we had like 2 or 3 years ago?
It
2022.
fucking did the same shit here in Texas.
In 87. I
Yes.
have pictures of me as a child,
Covered up.
like waist deep in snow.
Yep.
And this is not in another part of the country. It's
Here.
17 minutes from where we're at right now.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, this shit happens.
So, like, my.
Matt Smith, certified sun enthusiast.
No. So, my.
The current sun is his favorite one.
Yes. The sun.
Actually, I need the sun to go away for about the next 2.5 months.
You would think it'd be more efficient, but it's actually not. It's all lies.
It'd be more efficient, but with no heat.
That'd be great.
Would it though? I think we rely on.
I
the
need it to be fucking- I
We
need it-
rely on the evaporative properties.
I need the high to be 75.
Well, move to fucking California.
I'm not. Fucking Texas enthusiast. I
Yeah.
know what I'm signing up for. I
it till the end, baby.
in it to the end. I know what the heat brings. I've drove around
Sadness,
yes. Sadness and dehydration.
sweaty nuts.
Yeah. I've already lost like 6 pounds because of sweating this year.
Oh, and pneumonia.
Theoretically, an LED sun would be more efficient. It would be more efficient if
I can still hear you.
I'm just thinking real quick. So, like, I know that there's some people that think that the LED light bulb is actually not good for you just to have in your house. I've heard that. I don't know how true that is, but, like, I know that. I don't know, man. Who pays the fucking electric bill? Hey, who pays the electric bill for the sun burning?
The Vatican.
The Vatican. Okay. That's where I was like trying to go with like, would it be more efficient? But like, who pays that bill?
So like, all right. If you want to get the difference in efficiencies between incandescent and LEDs,
yes.
one of the major drawbacks of incandescence is the heat. Heat is a coefficient of electricity.
Right.
The higher the heat, more resistance,
Yeah.
more power. So LEDs don't get hot,
No.
so they take less energy to run. It is more efficient in that regard.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a source of warmth, you're fucked
Yeah.
when you go to LEDs.
Right.
That's why grow lights, reptile lights,
They're all.
they're all incandescent bulbs because they actually generate heat.
I'm glad you know that word, incandescent.
Incandescent.
Yeah.
Remember when they tried to outlaw those?
They're. Yeah.
That was wild times.
Right. So I've heard people talk about we moved everything to LED and that light is actually not good for you. It's a blue light.
Yeah, blue lights are not as good as they said they were.
Right. So like every tablet, TV, phone, everything has blue light, and it's been Jack Krause, Dr. Jack Krause has talked ad nauseum about blue light. It's like a fucking horrible thing for your brain.
It numbs your brain.
Yeah.
It does bad things to you, like
Right.
on a chemical level.
Right. He sells he doesn't sell it. He shares the link for like glasses that takes blue light, blocks it, but turns it into red light
Right.
for your brain.
Right. That's why I sleep with red lights.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't sleep with no light.
Oh, I have like a LED tower in my room.
Yeah.
That's
The mood setter.
no. It's just because I don't like the. I don't want the top light on, but I want some light in my room.
I don't want any light.
So when I go to bed, I turn the red one on.
I don't want any light in my room. I want it to be as dark as my heart is. Because if I have light in my room, I think. And if I think, I don't go to sleep.
I do it anyway.
Yeah,
It can be
no.
dark, light, doesn't matter.
My anxiety has been like
It's rough right now. dude.
astronomical right
I
now.
feel you.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they fucking put in the water. But like here lately, it's so stupid. Because anxiety is literally a thought of things that might happen. It's not anything.
Yeah.
Like there's no one has said that like I'm gonna take your kids away. There's no one that said like you're gonna die tomorrow. There's no one that said like all your friends are gonna hate you tomorrow. There's no one has said that.
Or even hinted about it.
No, but my brain's like,
Worst case scenario is
hey
gonna happen.
motherfucker,
Guess what?
guess what? It's. I've never had this much anxiety in my entire life. It has absolutely leveled me. The last podcast we did on YouTube, like, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I was just shitting my fucking pants.
Yeah. It was. I get it, man. It's. And you can try to be like, I just don't care. But
Why don't you care? Do you not care? Is just caring is
but
not
then
caring?
Then
but
sometimes it makes it worse.
yes, there's no fucking hope.
And it's really easy to go through like your day to day with that mentality of like, whatever.
Yeah,
But then when you're alone and it's just you,
and you replay it.
and you're like,
You're fucking John Madden in your own life.
yeah,
Well, you see what you did here. You should have went up the center, but you just decided you'll shrug your shoulders and say, whatever,
yeah.
it is what it is.
and that came back and bit
Boom!
you in the ass.
That's when they
Boom!
ran. Tough acting to acting. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. And I'm not going to a professional to say, hey, whatever is going on. I think a lot of it has to do is like this podcast. I don't want to sound ignorant. Like I want to like have something to say.
Right.
So I'm doing more research.
Yeah.
And the more I realize, I'm like,
The
none
more,
of this fucking
Yeah,
matters.
Yep.
Nothing matters.
Yep.
Like nothing. There's like honestly, there's nothing. Like I look at homeless people, I'm like, you figured it out.
But did you?
But did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking thing. I don't know. The sun's fake. God's not real. I sound like a fucking 80-year-old woman.
Get off my yard!
That's so cute.
All right, give me them Marlboros.
Dad, can you get my charger?
What?
What?
Have my charger for my tablet?
I can't hear you over the 47 gummy bears that are in your mouth right now.
The only one.
Do you know if you eat too many gummy bears, you poop your pants?
It's in my room.
Okay, can you go get it?
Can I go get it? I guess. Come along with me for my ride. That's my kid. Go.
Get out of here.
Smooth.
He just fell.
I just had socks on, so
You don't have to explain it. We know. We know. What did it say? That's where tax dollars are going. I don't know where I don't even know what taxes are. I've paid taxes my entire adult life, and apparently I owe them more money, so. Why do I have to give them more money of the money that I make? I don't understand that. I don't understand anything. I'm literally unraveling in front of you. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, I'm back. Let's unravel together.
I was talking about tax dollars. I was like, what are tax dollars?
I haven't paid them.
I haven't either. Fuck them. Catch me if you can.
I mean, I don't. I understand taxes, but I don't agree with taxes.
So my plan, my infinite plan, is I'm hoping Orange Man will outlaw income tax.
Yeah.
Which is what he's doing right now.
He's working on it.
And he's going to be like, income tax is dumb. Woodrow Wilson, horrible, horrible slut. My fucking microphone did that a minute ago. And he'll just be like, yeah. Tax is bad.
China bad.
And then it'll be like, if you owe less than X amount of money, you don't have to worry about it.
That'd be fantastic.
That's what I'm hoping for. He won't.
He might.
He'll be assassinated before that. Allegedly. I don't know how. I don't know what he's doing, actually. I don't like anything.
I mean, I don't even know that much. I just don't. I can't pay it. It's like I can do that or I can pay my mortgage. What do you want?
The fucking Tahoe needs brakes.
My original needs brakes too.
The Tahoe needs brakes bad.
My kids need food. I need a house.
Yeah. No, that's anything extra I have has to go to the brakes. Because I sound like a fucking death metal concert coming down the road. So like I don't have time. I'm going to change it myself, but I don't have time, and I don't have actually a place to do it. It's concrete somewhere, but not at my house.
Right.
So it's like
come to my driveway. We'll have a break party.
Saturday morning.
Okay.
I'll fucking change.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's great.
There's an O'Reilly's and an ABC. We can get whatever we need.
Yeah, that's fine. My kids will be with me, but like
mine will too.
Okay, great.
They can entertain
Saturday
each other.
morning, we're changing brakes on the Tahoe.
Party.
Yeah, got the oil change in the Tahoe. Usually, I do it myself.
You got the oil changed?
I got an oil change.
You pussy.
What? No, I don't have time.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't have fucking physical time to do things.
Yeah, I don't want to do it in the dark.
Well, and it's my own fucking fault because, like, Monday's band practice, Tuesday's karate, Wednesday, sometimes I have time to myself.
Right, but not all the time.
Sometimes we do podcasts. Thursday, karate. Friday, I have my kids. Saturday, I have my kids. And then Saturday night and Sunday, which is my fault. Saturday night, I want to be with people and do my own adult things.
Right.
And then Sunday,
which is respectable.
Sunday, I don't feel good because I drank too much.
Because Saturday night.
It's all, I'm getting it. I know it's
Yeah.
my own shit, but like, I fucking stretch out.
There's nothing quite like changing your own oil when you're so hungover you can barely see.
I've done it a lot.
Yeah.
I worked at an oil change place right out of high school. There was times dude, my mom has never been more disappointed in me. I'll never forget this. I was working at the Toyota house right out of high school with my buddy James Knight and I. We're changing oils, doing tire rotation, brake jobs, alignments. Like, but the thing is, they were saying like, this is going to be at ASMEA, like we're going to train you to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
And then we worked there 6 months, and there was no mechanic training. They were just fucking using us.
You're a lube tech, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, no.
They did that so they didn't have to pay you more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you're certified, you get a bump in pay.
Right.
Been down that road.
Yes. And it was a Saturday.
Yes, Michael Knott. Band practice.
Yeah.
You missed that part of
You missed that part of the conversation. We're in a band again. But
It's fantastic.
Saturday morning, we work Saturdays from like fucking 7 to noon
Yeah.
or 2.
Yeah.
And that Friday, the night before that, I tied one on like a fucking legend. It was bad.
Yeah.
Bad. I drove to the Toyota house Friday night. Like, no, it was Saturday morning, but it was like 2 a.m. Like, I shouldn't have drove there. But I was like, I'll just park here and like someone will tap on the window. And my mom shows up like at 8 o'clock in the morning to get the oil changed in her car. And I have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth, like half smoked. And I take it out and puke in the oil bucket because I'm so hungover. But she like came around the corner as soon as I was doing that. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I had to throw the cigarette out. I was like, I don't feel good, Mom. She was wise enough to know like her boy was not living right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "You need to go home and sleep right now." I was like, "I can't.
I have to go to work.
I have to finish
Yeah.
this shift."
Yeah.
She was like just trying to come surprise me. Like, he'll change my oil.
Right.
And I was fucking throwing
At
up.
least you were in your own car, and not some like random, like, just on the.
I was in my old that old F-150 flare side.
Yeah.
And a guy named Orlando, huge fat guy. He's no longer alive. He can't be. He smoked like 4 packs a day. He came up there and I was like, he's like, he goes, "Matt." They actually at Toyota they called me Jim Morrison. I don't know why. I had long hair, but like we had this guy from Boston named Jason, and he was like, he called James and my buddy Buddy Holly, and he called me Jim Morrison.
That's pretty cool.
But it was like in a derogatory way. It wasn't a cool way.
Wow.
Jim Morrison. I was like, oh fuck, man. Yeah, sure. I wore bandanas back then too, though. That makes sense. I'd wear like a bandana and pull my hair back.
Yeah.
And,
Axl Rose.
yeah. But and Orlando knocks on the window. He's like, "Hey, Jim Morrison, shift starts in 5 minutes." And I was like,
Okay.
"I'm gonna die." He's like, "Get you some coffee."
Die on your own time. Work's
Yeah.
about to start.
And I would change oil all day. It sucked, man. I hated that shit.
That's rough.
These dudes would bring like those fucking Toyota Tundras. It was like in the middle of summer. And they're like, "I need a tire rotation." And the tires were like on fire.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh my God." You
Yeah.
know?
Rubber gets hot and stays hot.
It was a stupid. Yeah.
That sucks.
Then I was like, I'm going to be a welder.
You went from like
Shit to more shit. Yeah.
sometimes hot to hot all the time.
Yeah. Looking back at it,
Make more money though.
yeah, I guess.
No,
If I was a mechanic,
you're paid hourly now.
yeah.
Yeah, no, more. You're making more money now.
Yeah, there's been discussions about me moving to salary, and I was like, mm-mm-mm.
Only do it if they bump your salary enough to cover what potential overtime you could get.
I don't
Which
get
is
any.
what happened at my job.
I don't get any overtime.
Well, then bump it a salary.
I don't want to.
Then you would be getting
Just
paid
in
right.
case.
Then you get paid right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't do enough.
Well,
work.
like if you're straight mechanicing, like traditionally,
Your flag.
your
rate.
flag hours.
Yeah.
So you're like you have the potential to make an absolute ass ton of money if the work's there.
If the work's there and you're good at your job.
Yeah, you can get it done faster than what it calls for.
If you have flag hours for 8 hours and you can get it done in 4,
Yeah, you're great.
you can do 2 of those jobs in one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like then you get stuck doing bullshit warranty stuff that flags for like an hour and a half, and it takes you 4 hours to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you get fucked in the
Right.
butt. I don't know. I looking back, it was kind of a cool experience. I learned how to like work with customers. But the day I quit was like straight up 19-year-old Matt Smith quitting.
Fuck this place. Fuck you. Fuck your mom. I'm out.
bad. I
Yeah.
burnt that bridge so I've never been into the fucking.
Walked in with a can of gas.
I've never been to that Longview dealership ever since because I'm just so scared that someone's going to recognize me from back then.
No, you had hair then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. My daughter, she told me, she says, "Hey, Dad, have you ever heard of Nutrafol?" I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "There was a commercial on the radio about balding guys. They can take Nutrafol and their hair would grow back."
Thanks, kid.
I was like, "Yeah. Are you saying something?" She's like, "I don't know. You just bitch about your hair not being there anymore." And I was like, "Hey,
Hey, now.
hey, you don't say that."
let me do all that.
So, like, all the research I've done about hair loss is that you can take the drugs that helps your hair grow back,
Yeah.
but you lose the ability to use your wiener.
Oh, they're just like antidepressants.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll tell you what. Well,
Well,
okay. No names will be said. I have done things on SSRIs that I wish were recorded.
you adapted and overcame.
Dude. You would have thought that I was made for lovemaking. Like,
Good for you.
yeah. But it was really, it was the most difficult thing for me to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the action; it's the completion.
It's, I can do everything until then.
Right.
And then she's like, "Is there something wrong with me?" I'm like, "No."
That's the worst. That's the absolute fucking worst. You're like, no.
Yeah.
Look, read the bottle.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
It could either be there's something wrong with me or there's something wrong with you.
I promise it's me.
Because if the other way around, when it's like not what you expected it to be, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Can you not do that?
Yeah.
But then the other way around is like, what's wrong with me?
Right.
Fucking love it or not. I don't know.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm surviving in spite.
Maybe.
Right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll stop taking my antidepressants again.
Me too.
Can't do it anymore.
It's just, it doesn't.
Oh, cool. I'm numb.
When what I was taking it wasn't so much numbness. It was just it fucked with my sleep. There were benefits, but the benefits stopped outweighing the results.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll make do. I'll fight through it. Because I'm a man. Nobody gives a shit if we...
Grandpa didn't take antidepressants
No, he just beat the fuck out of Grandma.
from way back.
Yeah. I'm not advocating for that, by the way.
No, I don't. Actually, both of my grandpas never did that. They were so against it.
Yeah. Most didn't.
Yeah. My uncle, though. He fucking wailed on ants.
It's just, I don't know, man. I get it. I respect it. I understand it. I've tried it. I've tried more than one version of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't tell enough of a difference to really understand it.
Right.
You know, like, it costs money that I don't have. It does weird shit to my brain sometimes. It fucks with my sleep. And all it does is really take the edge off. It doesn't fix anything. It just makes it more bearable, which maybe that's the point. I don't know.
Yeah. So I take.
And hey, I'm for anybody that's watching or listening, I'm not saying don't do it. If it works for you, by all means, fucking take advantage of it.
There's people that have to take it.
People absolutely have to. Yeah, that has to be in their system because they have a chemical thing that's
Yes.
so imbalanced that the only way they can function is.
And I'm saying this,
With this.
on the fucking heels of me saying my anxiety has never been higher. I know why my anxiety's high. But it's also like I was raised old school by a sweet old school woman.
Yeah.
And like the emphasis of her teaching me how to be a human was like the licks are never going to not stop coming.
Right.
You just got to fucking grit your teeth and bear it. and enjoy the good days that you have. Is he telling you about military coordinates?
Yeah.
Was he telling you who killed JFK?
I think it was Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa?
I think so.
No, it was
He didn't tell us.
it was the Mossad. Oh yeah, take that off. I'm just gonna go back into. Yep.
I'll catch up with you when I get back.
No, my sweet dear grandma, she practically raised me. My mom and dad were working all the time, trying to just be able to like afford their shit. So, but like she would tell me like life is gonna life. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna have to fucking grin and bear it and hang on to it. So that's what I'm trying now. I don't know. I mean, life isn't that bad. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's more difficult to be numb and not even experience anything, you know. When I was taking the SSRIs, like I felt like a fucking zombie. I didn't know. Like people were trying to talk to me, and I'm just dead to the world. So now I'm not dead. I'm just mildly miserable. It is what it is. These are my antidepressants now. And they're mighty delicious. It's hard to do a podcast sometimes. We do it at Matt's house. This is our studio. I hope you like it. We got a Truck Beers logo. It's kind of neat.
Hey, I'm back.
I'm glad you're back. I was fucking reeling, dude.
It's okay. So, you know, if you want to keep talking about the previous topic a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I made a post on Facebook last week.
Yeah.
I've been going through some shit. Just
Yeah.
normal. Well, not really normal, but for me, normal life shit.
Yeah.
About like, hey, I know I'm not alone, but I'm getting really tired of feeling lonely. All
I
the
felt
time.
that to the core, and I'm actually proud of you to be able to fucking say that.
Because I know I have fantastic friends. I have you, and about 2 other people that
You were very loved.
that I can call at any point in time.
Yep.
And like, hey, if I need anything, I know I'm covered.
Yeah.
But like the normal day to day, like if my kids aren't here, it's me in this house by myself. I got dogs, but they're like, that's fine.
Well, fucking my Dolly ran away, and
She ain't
hasn't
come
came
back
back.
yet?
No.
That sucks. But so it's hard to like be in the situation when you've lived your entire life the opposite.
Yeah.
It's tough, and I mean, I don't want to be like, well, I'm a adult white male, whatever. But
I don't think
it's hard. It's hard for we're okay, like as friends, like we check in each other all the time, like we make sure but there's so many people that don't have that.
no. I can't even fucking count my lucky stars for your text messages, because like the past week and a half I've been sick.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
cause I'm a big old pussy. Like I don't
you
check
just
in.
don't feel like doing anything.
No.
I get that,
Yeah.
but
But you say like, hey, mental health check.
like, hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
And you say, yeah, I'm good. Don't feel good. Perfect. Great. That's
Yeah.
all I need to know.
Yes.
I'm not gonna pry into what's, if
Right.
you want to talk about shit,
Well, that's the thing.
talk.
We both have that.
yeah.
And
But
like we've had thousands of conversations where
It's
it's
just it's an underrated and underappreciated part of being a man.
yeah.
I feel like there's not enough of us as human adult males that do that for each other,
Right.
or that have somebody in their life that will do it for them.
Right.
So if you got a brother or a buddy or whatever that you love, fucking check in on them, take care of them, make sure they're okay.
And if you know, I mean, like if you have our phone number and you know us, fucking reach out.
Message us on the fucking Truck Beers Facebook page.
Bruh. Well, I mean,
It doesn't have to be personal.
no, but like from the very like infancy of this podcast, we've been very adamant about like fucking check in.
Yeah, take care of each other.
This podcast,
Nobody's gonna do it for you.
No, this podcast has been more of therapy for you and I. Like,
1,000%.
we talk about dumb shit and like things that we were interested in, but like truly it's about like our lives and like making sure we're okay.
Well, it's about time spent together.
Yeah.
More so than what we talk about.
Yeah, that's what I love about this podcast is like we care about each other.
Absolutely.
Like us recording it and talking and having dumb conversations, that's the fucking last thing.
We say this all the time. This conversation's going to happen either way.
Yep.
We might as well let other people in on it.
Yep.
Because maybe there's somebody out there that can
benefit
from it or laugh about something for the first time in a week or be like, those guys are fucking stupid. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like if it helps you in any way,
yeah,
totally worth it.
Because like before this podcast even started, we were having this out there in Dennis's parking lot or his driveway.
Yeah.
We'd sit out there for hours talking and checking in.
Yeah, we'd do
talking
band
about
practice and then we'd talk for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Getting ate up by fucking mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's the thing I fucking hate about Texas in the summer.
Have you seen some of these fucking mosquitoes?
Huge.
Dude, there's some GMO
and aggressive.
Fuck. I don't think mosquitoes like me. They don't fuck with me.
Yeah, it's your blood type.
I don't know what my blood type is. Miller Lite.
5%.
5%.
Yeah.
They're like, I ain't gonna fuck with that. I gotta drive home.
I gotta fly later, man.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with this guy.
But like, we both have tried our own certain ways to like get in a better place.
I mean, I've done therapy.
Yeah.
I hated it.
It's not my favorite.
And like some of it could have been the therapist that I had.
No, well, like, you are literally opening up a box that you closed. Or in the process of closing.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, random stranger, here's all the shit in this box.
Evaluate these things with no prior knowledge of who I am as a person.
Yeah. And like they'll ask like certain questions like, tell me about your childhood. Like, strap in, motherfucker. We have an hour. Yeah. Like I think the human psyche.
And again, I'll say the same thing about therapy that I said about SSRIs and other antidepressants.
It's good for most.
If it works for you,
keep on.
fucking do
on.
it.
Yes.
It didn't work for me.
Right.
Some of that's probably who I am as a person. Some of that
like,
could be just mentality. I don't know. But
so BetterHelp sponsors a lot of podcasts.
Yep.
And the podcasters that read for BetterHelp, they're like, it's just very template like.
Yeah.
Like it for me, like it'd be so much better if this fucking therapist was one of my friends when I grew up and then decided to be a therapist.
Yeah.
Cuz it's almost impossible to like paint the picture
without being there.
Without being there. Cuz like
I think some of that's important though. I think an unbiased third party in some regard has a lot of benefit.
Yeah,
but also as a therapist, you have to be able to communicate with your client, which means you have to be able to relate to your client.
I've had a podcast. I've had a therapist say fuck after I was like, I'm going to let it all fly.
Yeah. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go.
Like we saw each other like 2 to 3 times. And he was like, I feel like you're holding things back. He said that.
Yeah.
He could see that I was just giving him fucking commercial answers to questions and like this, that, and the other. And I didn't want to be there. Like at the time, I was doing it for someone else, basically.
That could have been why my therapy experience was also not great.
I was trying to like figure out something why someone else.
I was trying to save something that was already dead.
Yeah. And I laid a lot of things out. Like I spoke for 35 minutes and I didn't hold, like at the first couple times I didn't cuss. I didn't fucking, but that this time I was like, well, fuck, man, here we go.
Yeah.
And I laid out so much shit.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
And it was shit I don't even think I've told you. Like it was just shit that from my childhood, everything else, and like when I was done, I was like, and that's where I fucking stand right now. Like I'm gonna be on this earth for the rest of my life, but like I really want to fucking not be here.
Yeah.
And that dude was like, fuck. Like he was like, holy shit. And like that really fucked me over a little bit because he's like
the dude you're going to for help is so overwhelmed.
He was like, his eyes were so wide, and he's like, so tell me some things that you do daily to like get over all that grief and all this stuff. And I was like, I fucking wake up and go. I don't
have the option to get over shit.
Yeah. It was just after that.
And I think like a lot of it, like, as dudes in society, there's a lot of pressure on us to just be like, fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Which that's okay, fine.
Well,
I will. But it's not going to be healthy.
No.
And it's going to be, I will be productive and I will do what I have to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be okay.
Yeah. It's the wildest fucking stance to take is like I have found ways to be as healthy as I fucking can be. And I'm not beating my kids, and I'm not fighting motherfuckers in the streets,
right.
And I'm actually a delight to be around. Like, there's a lot of things that you and I have, like who we are as a person, like, and it's a personal choice.
It is.
It's a choice that, like, no, I could put all my grief in this one thing, and I can blame the world for my problems, and I can just fucking roll over.
But it's not gonna accomplish anything.
The day's gonna come the next day.
Yeah, there's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow.
And if there's not, cool.
Well, my thinking is, I could act out now, but then I'd have to answer for it the next day.
Yeah,
or the next day.
Right.
Like I could be a fucking nuisance.
It's
today,
gonna catch up with you though.
But I'll have to answer for it.
Yeah. Or I can just be a decent human.
Or I can just be a normal person.
I want to say swallow my own shit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's things that we have to deal with.
Yep.
That are just us.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be somebody that's going to come and save you.
No.
There's not going to be some magic cure.
Nope.
To make you suddenly feel better.
Yeah.
There's temporary things.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that's going to there's no magic pill that's going to make your problems disappear.
No.
Because once that pill is out of your system and you wake up or you're sober,
the same shit's
or whatever,
still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. The best way to, I don't like to use the word pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but there are things that you just got to suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah.
And that sounds callous and that sounds uncaring and that's not what it's meant to be. But at some point in time, you have to make a personal decision
to fucking go.
To be like, all right, cool. Yeah, life has dealt me a bullshit hand at this point in my life. The universe is against me, whatever you want to call it. But it's up to you to figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah, I have.
And if you need to talk to somebody and talk through how to get out of it, do it.
Do it.
If you need to medicate yourself so you can think clearly to figure out how to get out of it, do it. But it's still up to you to make the decisions and take the actions.
Yeah.
To get out of it.
Like placing blame on things outside of your control, like other people's intentions, fuck them. Yeah, or environment that you're raised in, it's dead and gone.
No.
You're not there anymore.
Responsibility is a real thing.
you have to like I have learned that like I know I've had so many fucking hard lessons in life. Like I've had so many things that have been done to me or said to me that like if I harbored on that shit,
it's gonna eat you up.
it'd cripple me.
Yeah.
But
Like, do I get sad? Do I get my feelings hurt? Absolutely.
like today, Matt, if you say certain things to me or to my friends or my family, I will not let it pass. I will not let it go past me at
Yeah.
all. I will set you straight. And like whatever you want to do with that information next is up to you.
Right.
But like I've had the hard knocks
Well, I think
and I know
that-
how to live now. Like
I think that we've learned honesty,
yeah.
which is a big part of this making a decision scenario that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You have to be honest with yourself first,
Yep.
and then you just have to be honest with people.
Right.
And like sometimes that fucking sucks and it's hard as
It's
shit.
fucking shit.
But you can't live in this mindset where if I project it into the universe and if I'm a good person, good things are going to happen to me. No,
Yeah.
that's not true. But you should still be a good person.
Forever.
And you should still wish the best for everybody that's
Yeah.
in your life.
You should wish for the best for everyone in your life, and you should wish for the best for yourself.
Yeah. But you should also
Regardless of the outcome,
you should also be willing to accept the reality that that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
And I'm going to go let my dogs outside.
do that. Dog saw a ghost. It's just it's fucking man.
This went on a way deeper
That's fine.
theory
I don't-
than I was, or wavelength that I was expecting. But I love it. Like this is why we do this.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be like tooting horns or whatever, but I feel like there's not a lot of.
I'll toot your horn.
Oh. I don't think there's enough honesty in the world.
No.
There's not enough transparency. That goes back, like, you take that all the way back to what we talked about earlier with, like, conspiracy theories and...
Yeah.
Like, transparency is important. Like, there has to be a level of open communication.
I think
You also have to be willing to look like an absolute jackass and an idiot.
YouTube just caught all that cough. I was trying to block this mic, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh, no.
just focused it. You have to be willing to look like a fool
Yeah.
and be willing to eat that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be wrong probably way more than you're right.
Absolutely. So, like, good example. Like, I know it's annoying saying we're going to go live. I know it's annoying, hey, check out our podcast. I know it's annoying, but I love this.
Yeah.
And, like, wrong or right, I'm going to do it regardless.
You might as well come along for the ride.
Fucking buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Like, I've been the fool more times than I've been the king.
Everybody has.
Yes.
Whether they want to admit it or not, everybody has.
Yeah. Absolutely. I've looked myself in the mirror and
The
like,
only way to learn is to do it wrong.
yes.
You don't learn from success.
There's not a-
You don't learn from success. You learn from failure.
There's not an instruction manual on how to be a human.
Thank God. They would be wrong every time.
We wouldn't have the tools. And then some fucking guy would say, "Hey, you built it wrong."
You ever look at like a manual
And laugh at it. I can build this.
that's got like 47 appendices because like they realized that there were that many mistakes the first 46 times they did it. They had
Yeah.
to add another one.
yes.
It's the same thing. Like, yeah, there could be a manual for life. Sure, why not? Who cares? Some people want to say it's the Bible. Great. But there are so many addendums that would have to be made for those stipulations to actually apply.
Yeah.
Because everything is very relative and subjective to the current scenario. There are certain things that are absolute, yes. Don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Don't kill people. Whatever. You get it. There's even places that I would say murder is okay.
Right.
If you're defending your kids, Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell, I would say like there's some emphasis on like premeditated murder. Something happens to your kid, and then you find out later down the road, and you plan and plot.
Yeah.
Like that video, the dude's at the phone booth when the fucking karate instructor's coming to like take court dates.
Oh
and
yeah.
blast
Pops him right in
them.
the head. Yeah.
My favorite video.
It's American Hero.
And you know what happened to him? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Because everybody was like, "Oh, yep. You know what?
There's not a fucking jury in the fucking state. Then
you
now maybe I don't know, but like
Man, I think it depends on what state it was in now. If it happened today, I think it would depend on where he was at.
yeah, I've been very vocal. If someone does anything to my kids, you're done. You're done. If I have to fucking rot in a cell for the rest of my life, knowing
That's
that my
okay.
kids know that Dad had my back.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I will eat that bullet
yeah,
every time.
I don't give a shit.
10 times out of 10.
yeah.
There are certain things that are sacred that you don't
Right.
cross that line.
Nope. No.
So
It's, and I think like it's getting lost with like the fucking weird pull and push of different things.
it'll come back.
Yeah. I
It may be too late by the time it comes back.
like, I want everyone to understand, like, I have no, like, I'm not political. I don't have a leaning left or right. I don't. I know what it is. It's something to separate you.
There's things on both sides that I value
Yeah.
and appreciate and support,
Yep.
but there's not enough on one side or the other to make me go,
But-
yep, that's my thing.
But both sides of that fucking map has nothing to do with the human as an individual.
No. It's all a political landscape.
Yeah.
It's the bigger picture.
Whatever the fuck.
That's what they call it.
Right. I it like going down that tangent, and I'll be real quick. I don't want to fucking spew on it too long. As a father, and I see what's going on in different places in the world,
Yeah.
thinking if I was a father in that situation, like I would be absolutely a fucking liability.
Yeah.
Like it's just as a human race, we're so fucking behind the 8 ball. Like we're about to ruin everything.
Oh yeah. We're gonna catastrophically self-destruct as a society.
And like it's wild to me. Like I feel like I don't know the truth. I don't know the secrets. I don't know what to do. I just know what I do, and it's fucking.
Well, I have 2 things to worry about. You have 3 things to worry about.
Yeah,
My 2 are in the room on the other side of this wall.
yeah,
And everything else that I do is directly related
to them.
to them.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I have to worry about paying my bills because they have to have a place to stay
Yeah.
when they're with me.
Well, I told you like my boy's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah. So like
I just fucking whatever you want to do, man. Whatever.
it's I don't know. It sucks. I'm terrified of the world in general, of what's going to
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
for them. I don't care about me.
No.
I'm worried about them.
Yeah.
Um,
If there was like a fucking option, hey, if you die, they're fine.
sign me up.
Done.
Yeah.
It actually sounds really nice, actually.
Just clock out forever.
It's just a fucking I didn't realize life was going to be this wild. I wanted to
I
be
don't think it's supposed to be.
I wanted to be an adult so bad. Cuz in my mind I saw being an adult was freedom.
I get to do whatever I want.
Do whatever I want. And I think back then it was that. I
Yeah.
think back then you could be an adult and there was really no penalty. And then now it's like I don't want to be an adult anymore. I've said it before. I don't want to be a human being.
Yeah.
I have to be, but
Yeah.
like I don't want to be.
Just want to be a goblin.
I just want to be a fucking memory. Like but I can't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's and it, you know, and we signed up for that when we had kids. And that's fine. I have no regrets whatsoever.
No regrets.
Zero. No regrets. Not even one letter.
When my ex was pregnant with my girls, it was in 2012. And at that time, December 21st, 2012 was supposed to be the end of time.
Right.
And I didn't believe in it wholeheartedly, but there was
something.
there was a sliver in my brain. I was
Yeah.
like, what have I fucking done?
Why am I bringing children into the end times?
But then she was supposed to have them in February, and I was like, well, maybe if it happens, it won't be that bad.
Yeah.
Well, they were born on the 11th of December, early. I was like, no.
I've got 10 days.
I've got NICU babies, and the world's coming. I fucking spiraled for a minute, and like the whole day I was like super weirdly prepared. I was like, whatever may come, I'm being in this hospital. Like,
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
It's rough, man. Like it's hard to be. It's hard to be a human right now. Just in general, like political landscape, global landscape, financially, responsibility, whatever you want. Like
There's nowhere
all
in
of the
this
things.
world that like it's not tough.
There are no easy ways right now,
No.
unless you're born into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're born into the Illuminati.
And like, this sounds all super old man shit right now, but like the younger generation, they think that they're going to get famous on TikTok by doing like pranks or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Is this your whole,
This is your career plan?
this is your idea
Yeah.
of what,
How about you learn how to do something?
like I said, this sounds super old man of me. There's these young, like they have to be 18, 19 years old. They go behind people's ears in Walmart and they like scream in their ear. And these people have their kids and everyone's like looking at them like this. I'm
It's
like,
a good way to get hurt.
it like when I see that video and I see this man with his kids, I'm like, you fucked up. You need to break this dude's jaw. You need to fucking double leg him and ruin his whole existence because that's a lesson learned in time. Maybe like that
And
sounds fucking brutal,
no,
but like
we've talked about this same thing sort of before, where it's like the prevalence of information and availability
yeah,
that is TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, X, YouTube, Spotify, what we're doing right now.
yeah,
It's so uncontrolled that there are things like that. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get, and they are gonna get famous. They're gonna get, sponsorships and licensing, and fucking Logan Paul is a big thing right now because of dumb shit.
yeah.
Like he's making good on it now by his boxing and WWE stuff.
Yeah.
Daddy, tomorrow's the Stitch movie.
What?
Tomorrow's the Stitch movie.
Okay,
Can we go see it?
not tomorrow. Go away. I love you. Bye. But there's no. It is action without consequence.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It's teaching a generation that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do,
yeah.
and
Without-
nothing bad's gonna happen to
Right.
you.
So I was a fucking idiot as a teenager.
Yeah, everybody was,
Yes.
but there were consequences
We did
to
this.
our actions.
We did this prank. It didn't affect. It might have affected people, but like it affected them on a visual level. We didn't fuck with them. My buddies would all pile up in my buddy's mom's van, and then one buddy would get out, or like I would get out and a buddy would get out, and like I would be walking. And then one of my buddies, like the van would pull up, the door would open, my buddy would
Sure,
tackle
grab
me.
you in, yeah.
And we drive off.
Yeah, it's like a fake kidnapping.
Yes.
Yeah,
We did that.
but it's you and your friends. You're not pulling random people in.
Yeah.
in Walmart,
No.
and like that they don't know what the fuck's going on.
No. And did the cops.
And if you do that shit to the wrong person,
you're going to get
you're
shot.
gonna get bad news.
You're going to get shot. Well, I mean, we did get pulled over because of the information that was like available.
But then when everybody in the van is like,
we're
part
friends.
of the gag,
We're here. Haha.
they're like, fucking go
goddamn,
home.
go home,
Yeah,
you fucking
quit
idiot.
being idiots.
Yeah. It's silly. I gotta pee too.
Me too. Hey, let's just
Wrap it up.
let's wrap it up. Hey, we love you guys.
Everybody love each other.
Even if you don't love them, just don't be a piece of shit.
Promote tax evasion.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here for that one.
Fuck Woodrow Wilson.
We love you. Be nice. Call somebody you hadn't talked to in a little while.
Yeah.
Or don't even call them. Send them a text message,
Yeah.
Facebook message, whatever.
Send me a picture of your gooch.
Yeah,
That's a
butthole
good
butthole
icebreaker.
picture. Butthole pictures work.
We love you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Glad we're back.
Yes.